Hello and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. FYI, I'm running a bit thin on time this week, just in general because of life. So I'm going to be cutting this episode a bit shorter than normal. I think I have about 2 episodes worth of stuff anyway, so I'll probably just make a next episode longer, and that'll be the end of the route, unless the stuff I'm estimating this off of is way off, which is unlikely. So, last time, Crazy McCrazyface, who was the father of Miss Crazy Lady. Stupid Crazy. Oh man. Imagine if we told him what the fuck was going on with his daughter at the end there. Oh my goddamn goodness. No, he's here. He's hiding himself, but watching us closely. Only by intuition, but I don't think he'd give up so easily either. At a guess, Sakashita must be a recreational hunter, which means he has a general amount of skill in being able to hide his presence, yeah? The first time we met, he'd approached me with a perfect stealth, and then vanished like a ghost to the station crowd after our conversation had concluded. Most likely, he got extensive experience hunting a large, wild game like deer or bears. Such animals can notice the presence of a typical human being from a good 200 meters away. Hunting such creatures requires the ability to blend perfectly into your surroundings, a skill equally applicable to stalking other humans. Ooh. And Yuuji as a sniper wouldn't know that particular skill as well. At the very least, he's long-distance stealth, yeah? This man's a serious goddamn nuisance.
Yuuji, kegawa?
There's definitely something lodged in my right shoulder. The pain isn't unendurable, but I need to get this bleeding stopped or things are really gonna get ugly. That said, in our desperate flight, we left our backpacks and pouches behind at the memorial. We don't have even the most basic of medical supplies on hand. Well, yeah, that is a problem, but at this rate, the bastard's just going to slowly torture us to death. Either way, we have to fight back somehow. We have absolutely nothing in the way of weapons on hand. And having been shot, my ability to fight is, well, dubious at best. Yeah, I suppose he's very lucky he hit Yuuji in the shoulder out of anyone, and, like, being hurt in that way too. In a way that hurts his mobility that much. Well, in that case, AMANE, let's split up here and escape separately. He wants to kill me in front of you. If we try to run away together, that's how it will end. Also, it might be unfair of me to put it this way, but I can operate easier alone. I want you to focus on escaping. It's not the same. Well, it's a little the same. It's not the same, but I can see the parallels. Of course I'm not planning to just run. I'll play the decoy, lure him out by pretending to flee, then turn the tables and crush him. What, you don't think that's what Kazuki was trying to do? In a fight where you have the added responsibility of protecting someone, this is the better strategy. Please try to understand. This is an order. Answer me, AMANE. AMANE! Nobody said anything about dying. AMANE?
今度は私がユージを守る。この命にかけてなんて言えない。私の命なんて きっと汚れていて安いから。でも私はもう逃げないよ。あの時逃げ出した私の罰、あの時の汚辱は今ここで全部注いでやるんだ。こんな歪んだ世界でうつむいたまま生きていくのはもうたくさんなのよ。膝を抱えて座り込んでいた私を立ち上がらせてくれたのはあんたなんだよ。からこれはあなたへの罪滅ぼしじゃないけど、ごめんね和樹。たとえ今ここでユージと死に別れても、生まれ変わって何度でもユージを探してまたお姉ちゃんになるから。だから今回はごめん和樹。
Don't apologize, damn it. This isn't over yet. Nobody said you could give up. So don't hold conversations with dead people. This is exactly why you're always dragging the bastard around like a ball and chain. Fools only look ahead, crybabies only look behind, envious children only look up, and the scornful asses only look down on others. But they've all got tunnel vision. You're no different from the rest of that. You're no different from sucker Jesus idiots of a father. But nothing, woman. That said, what do I do? Oh, a choice. Interesting. We have a choice. We actually have a choice. Let me think about this. I want to take a I want to be logical about it. I don't want to be grandstanding. If I had a choice in the matter. Give me a sec though. I'm going to save, obviously. So I have basically two thoughts on the matter. Running away separately would be... Yuuji laid out why it's logical. It does. It does make sense to do it that way. Being able to split up and basically remove what he wants, what he claims he wants. That might make him desperate. If you lure him into essentially the situation he thinks he wants and makes him feel like he has such a grandiose situation that he lets his guard down. He is a hunter, so it's not like he doesn't have a bad guard in terms of stealth and, you know, the hunt at the very least. He shouldn't at the very least. I wouldn't anticipate him to have that. Separately makes sense. Staying together has some sense to it, but it hasn't been given. And Amane's sort of hysterical too. I don't know. This is actually a hard one. This is legitimately a difficult decision for what it is. I am going to... My first... Well, I could flip a coin. I've done that in this series before, haven't I? It's been a fucking while. Haven't had that many choices. I don't have a coin at arm's length, though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go with my first instinct. My first instinct was to go along with Yuuji's logic and run away separately. We're in no position to have a debate about this. So that's true, too. Amane, please, try to understand. This is the only thing we can do right now. It's the strategy that leaves us the highest possibility of surviving. Okay, good girl. I'll beat the decoy and run to the right. You break in the opposite direction once he follows. Got it? Break time's over, get running, huh? The man's got no patience. Listen to me, Amane. Focus on keeping yourself alive. Don't even think about giving up. I'm not Kazuki. I'm going to survive this, and I'm going to hold you in my arms again. The only thing you need to do is believe in me and run. Understand?
Yuuji! Yuuji!
Run. Oh, I've been running for a very long time now. From many, many things. I ran away from this mountain, deserting my friends. Oh, are we back to Amane's point of view, I ran away from those who blame me, hiding myself from their eyes. I ran from my own guilty conscience, using Yuuji as my refuge. If Yuuji thinks he can protect me by pretending to flee, I can do the same for him. No matter what, I'll never run again. No, 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 no! You're gonna ruin the strategy, Amane! No! This time it's my turn. I'll get Yuuji out of here alive. But to achieve that, I need a way to fight back. I need a weapon. That said, we left all our luggage back at the monument. And even then, we hadn't packed anything that might serve as a weapon. A rock or tree branch off the ground would probably be more effective. What do I do? As I move my hands to the pocket of my jeans in search of anything useful, my fingertips brush against a folded sheet of paper. Oh yeah, that'll just give him paper cuts for days, man. That'll take him out. That's all you need to win this battle. That's oh, that's probably the note Kazuki left, right? The memo Kazuki left with me 6 years ago. And on the final page, there's a roughly sketched map to the hidden stash we've been planning to unearth. Okay. What did Kazuki leave behind for me? When I was in trouble, Kazuki would always save me. For some reason, I feel like she's going to help me one last time. To be perfectly honest, I can understand how Captain Sakashida's father feels. Sometimes the pain of losing someone you love can prove simply unendurable. Rationally, he knew that it was nothing but a cruel accident. For a while, he accepted that, but I understand why he came to despise me. The one and only survivor of that nightmare. I mean, of course you can understand. You did the exact same thing to yourself. Why did I survive? Why not his daughter? What was so different about us that our fates had diverged so sharply? It's no surprise that he might conclude I was a coward, a traitor, a monster. It was the most comforting possible interpretation, maybe the only one he could bear to accept. That comforting bitterness slowly twisted his thoughts until at last, so AMANE murdered my daughter became his truth. For 6 years, that hatred built up in a dark corner of his mind, fed by misery and pain, given no outlet, no release. The spark of my classmate's message, it must have simply exploded. Unable to endure the overwhelming sorrow of his daughter's death, he transformed it all into hatred against me. That powerful anger gave him the strength to crawl up from the depths of despair, just as I used Yuuji to bury my pain. That man found his refuge in loathing me. I understand. I really, truly do. All too well. But even so, after reaching the spot indicating Kazuki's map, I began to dig into the earth using a tree branch. Every time I thrusted it into the rocky ground, the rough branch pierces my palm with painful splinters. Even so, I pushed into the earth again and again, begging for help. The stash isn't buried as deeply as I'd expected. Yeah, I don't think Kazuki would spend that much time and effort. Soon enough, a dirty blue cooler emerges from the earth. Oh, okay. This was something that belonged to the basketball club. We searched the overturned bus high and low for it, but we never found it. We ended up deciding that it must have flown out a window as we tumbled down the cliff, but you know, if the theory about her coming back here is true, maybe that's why it's not buried as deeply. After 6 years, buried beneath the earth, the words Takizono Private Academy Basketball Club that had been written on the side and permanent marker had faded into an illegible smudge. But other than that, the plastic box doesn't seem to have been damaged. I snap open the buckles that were locking the cooler's lid in place and gently swing it open. Inside, I find a large quantity of dirty water that must have leaked through the cracks in the lid, a single kitchen knife, and a plastic Tupperware container. A single kitchen knife. Where did he get a kitchen knife? Wait, did she have... I vaguely remember her having a kitchen knife at the end, too. Oh wait, did she have it at the end? Ooh, other than that, there's nothing but soggy garbage decayed beyond recognition by years of hydrolysis. Okay. Is this? I remember it well. This is the knife I pointed at my neck on that day. The knife Kazaki gently took from my shaking hands. Why is this here? Whatever the case, I have a weapon now. The only other item that has rotted away to nothing is the opaque white piece of Tupperware. When I take the damn plastic container in my hand and give it a tentative shake, something inside makes a dry rustling sound. I don't think her head would fit in a container. A Tupperware container at the very least. Imagine she opened the cooler and just like, Kazaki's head in ice. That's still ice for some reason. Offering a silent prayer to nothing in particular, I slowly peel off the lid, now half fused, to the container below. Inside there's a folded sheet of white notebook paper. With trembling hands I unfold the letter and begin to read. Oh, don't tell me. Don't do this game, don't do this game, no. To my dear best friend, Suo AMANE. First of all, congratulations on getting out alive. If you're reading this letter, I expect several years have passed since the accident, and you're finally beginning to calm down and face up to what occurred here. I'm sure you opened this box in search of answers, an explanation of the events after your escape. Therefore, I'll now give you the executive summary. Oh no. No. Everyone died from illness. Surprise? Well, I should think so. Very well then, I'll give you a short rundown of the particulars. The trigger of these events is that to say, the ultimate cause of their deaths was eating the improperly prepared meat of Hiroka-san. Hiroka has spent the last 2 weeks of her life lying in her sickbed with her fractured legs. Owing to the unsanitary conditions of her severe vitamin deficiencies, she ultimately began to suffer from severe skin diseases. You remember this, I assume? In addition, her immune system had been weakened badly by a number of factors, including her advanced malnutrition and regular excretion. Bacterial toxins built up heavily within her body, directly leading to her death. If we cremated Hiroka-san's remains immediately afterwards, there likely wouldn't have been any danger whatsoever. But incinerating a human corpse requires considerable thermal power, and we used up our supply of gasoline, rendering a fire of the requisite temperature beyond our means. Well, I suppose there was nothing anyone could have done about that. In any case, as the result of consuming that contaminated meat, which is a bit weird to note that the fire would have been important because it was the eating it that made the problem, not everything. Okay. In any case, as a result of consuming that contaminated meat, there's an abrupt outbreak of acute internal disease, symptoms including shivers, vertigo, fatigue, as well as diarrhea and dehydration that accompanied it. Within 2 to 4 days of sickening, nearly all were dead. Of course, since you never ate the meat in question, you were spared this fate. Do you still remember what Hiroka-san said to you that day, near the end, as you nursed her at her deathbed? Suo-san, I'll repay your kindness someday. Even if I die, I'll never ever forget this. She kept that final promise, I believe, albeit in a form I'm sure you'd never expect. The one who truly saved your life might well have been Hiroka-san. But I know your gentle heart. I'm sure you're giving all the credit to your dear friend Kazami Kazaki. Who offered up her body to protect you. I'm sure you've offered me many tearful thanks. Yes, thanks, not sorries. Therefore, I've got a favor to ask of you. If my little brother has lost his way, if he's suffering alone, I want you to find him and help him. My Yuuji is a cowardly little crybaby. His kindness is about all he is going for him. A bit of a hopeless boy, really. Even so, he's my one and only brother, and I love him very much. Leaving him is my only regret. If Yuuji happens to be standing next to you as you read this, he's a very fortunate young man. He needs a reliable woman by his side. He's the sort who can't manage anything alone. If possible, I'd like you to watch over my little brother forever. Well then, so long as we're both alive, let's meet again somewhere someday. Respectfully yours, the greatest friend of your life, Kazami Kazaki. Okay. So it's implying, at the very least, that she essentially was not killed immediately. this ravenous, just like, we're just going to chase after you, in just like a fervor group of people with a kitchen knife available, even, to kill people, and just like ravenous in the first place, did not kill her. Like, immediately, as they had her pinned on the ground, as AMANE was running away, and through all that, maybe they sent some people after AMANE, I don't know, I suppose. Obviously the logic is that they decide to keep her in order to keep her alive so that the meat would stick around longer, right? That's the idea, right? Because they had more meat to go through on the other people, probably. That sounds what it's going for, yeah. That's probably what it's going for, but I don't know, there's something about that just, I don't know, it doesn't feel that believable, and combined with the fact that maybe I'm being biased by the fact that I feel as though really does sort of really dampen the emotional impact of that moment, which was probably my favorite part of this route. P.S. If by some chance you currently find yourself in a life or death situation, take the attached Kevin knife and please do your best to eliminate the threat by your own power. I will no longer save you. Believe in a happier tomorrow. If necessary, fight for it. I firmly believe that you're capable of blazing your own path forward. Excellent question. It's, not too hard to interpret. What does this mean? In the end, what happened to Kazuki? I mean, when did she even write this? Hey, are you alive? Are you dead? Which is it, Kazuki? And how could she possibly know my situation this precisely? It's like, I don't even really care if she's dead at this point. She can be alive or whatever. The fact that she got through the situation is the thing that sort of ruins it for me. When I say ruins, it's not like it ruins the entire route. It just dampens my excitement about my favorite moment of it, basically. Just emotionally impactful moment is what it comes down to. Was she even human? No, I think you never thought of her as human. Not by the end there. Monster feels a lot more convincing right now. I have no idea when she wrote this letter or why. But there's one thing and one thing only I understand very clearly. I understand Kazuki. Your wish has always been my command. Yuuji wa zettai ni watashi ga mamoru kara. Zettai da yo, Kazuki. Kasete!
Hee-ha! Nigerai! Motto nigero! どうしたどうした? もっと元気に逃げ回らなきゃ面白くねえだろうが!
Well, at least he hasn't lost his, chipper attitude. I was actually legitimately afraid that he might just get straight up desperate. And, you know, just kill him right then and there. Because we separated and the thing he wanted to do would have been lost out of his reach. At least maybe in that moment he would have thought so. Shut the hell up already. Seriously, give me a damn break here. He may be batshit, but the man's still a hell of a hunter. He's playing with me. It's unbelievably frustrating to know that, but there's nothing I can do about it. Whenever I slow my pace to try and observe his approach, a gunshot instantly rings out, bursting apart a tree a few feet ahead and showering me in sharp fragments of wood. I've been looking to take advantage of the reload time, required after every 2 shots, but he's been reloading after every blast, always leaving at least 1 bullet loaded as insurance against a counterattack. Normally, dropping low and crawling concealed along the muddy ground might have been a better plan, but it wouldn't do much good here. The guy's got a shotgun. Even a haphazard shot in my general direction has a chance of hitting me. Really? I thought you just said he was firing things like a few feet in front of you. If you're talking about the spread on a shotgun, either he's far enough away that that stuff's not reaching you, or he wouldn't be able to... I don't know, whatever. I don't know. Kazuki making it through, it's dampened my... Given the smallest opening, I could take measures to fight back directly, but after every shot, Sakashita melts back into the thick green forest. He's slowly, methodically pushing me to a corner without the briefest moment of carelessness. Feels like I'm a boxer getting a kick to the face every time I try to pull myself up off the canvas. He's not letting me do a thing. Bastard. Cursing is about the most I can do. Helps with the stress, but very little else. Since drawing Sakashita's attention, I've been grazed by the shotgun's blast numerous times. Okay, that makes sense. By now I'm covered in fresh gunshot wounds, bleeding copiously and drawing breath in wheezing gasps. My vision begins to grow dim.
Hi! Dong! Ashi utte dong!
Ah! My sporadically bullets graze my right thigh, knocking it violently forward, with an impact like a powerful low kick. I pitch forward, crashing to the ground. Ugh. Unable to even control my fall, I clumsily smash into the rocky soil. Raising my head, I spit out the gravel and dirt that plunge into my mouth. And that's the most I can manage. I can no longer rise to my feet.
どうしましたか、風見さん。もうおしまいですか?
God damn it. I am not your toy, old man. Sakashita's scheme is completely transparent. He's purposely toying with me, tormenting me at length in an attempt to lure out AMANE. The man emerges from the woods and advances slowly, staring down at me as he cracks open his shotgun. Ejecting the shell he fired, he retrieves it. He retrieves another from the pouch around his waist and pushes it into the barrel.
しかしあの女、あなたを見捨ててまた一人で逃げましたね。最低のクズ女ですよ。どうして皆さんあんなうんこ女をかばうんですかね。
Hell of a lot better than you. I do not offer an answer to his question. No, more accurately, I don't have the composure necessary to answer. I crawl forward on the uneven ground, every breath I take a gasp. Every frantic beat of my heart sending more blood spreading on my wounds.
やっぱあれですか。ビッチだからですか。
Oh my goodness.
あのオチとかっていう陰行教員がAMANEさんだけを見逃したのもやはりそういうことなんですかね。
Oh my goodness, if you only fucking knew what your fucking daughter did at the end. Oh god, I want you to know that before you fucking... Shut the fuck up. Don't ask for your opinion, my woman. You asshole!
まだまだ元気ですね。若いですね。その多すぎる血の気をもう少し抜いてあげましょう。はい。
Yet another gunshot. This time grazing the thigh of my left leg. It's clearly not a direct hit, but as he fired from point blank range, the impact still knocks my left leg violently into the air. It feels hot more than anything else. That probably just means my sense of pain is beginning to shut down.
AMANEさん、いいんですか？このままじゃあなたの彼氏無駄死にをしますよ。
Shut up. Don't call a woman in the middle of a one-on-one fight.
怠慢とか言えるほどの状況じゃないでしょ、あなた。
But even as he stares down at me, Sakashita methodically reloads the single shell he'd fired, remaining fully alert. AMANE, stay away, you got that? You don't need to come back, I'll take him to hell by myself. Shit, stand up! You're going to stand up, Yuuji. You weren't trained gently enough to go down this easily, were you?
おお、また立ち上がりますか。根性、ガッツマンですね。何をそんなに頑張ってるんだが。一体何故にそこまで？
For her sake, obviously. If your daughter's life was on the line, you'd go this far yourself, wouldn't you?
確かに。なるほどね。しかしね、あの周防AMANEにそれだけの価値があるとは私にはどうしても思えませんね。
Oh, Yuuji Yuuji knows about what happened too. Come on. Make him lose his composure. Come on. Let's do it. If Yuuji's gonna die, let's fucking make him feel horrible about it.
あなた、なんであんなクソ女のために犬死にができるんですか?
If there's gonna be a narrative fucking point to her just going crazy in that way at the end. Let this be it. Let this be it. Come on. Don't be an idiot. I'm off the clock right now. I've got no intention of dying like a dog for anything other than my country.
でも実際にこうしてあなたはアマネさんのために傷ついて死にかけているじゃないですか.
I was finally going to have a family of my own. If I die for her, no matter how or where, it'll never be a dog's death.
ああ、所詮はガキの綺麗事ですね。がっかりですよ。だってそうでしょ? あのクズ女、本当に一人で逃げたみたいですよ。あなたがこんな目に遭っているというのに助けに来ようともしない。毒虫だなんだと言われているようですが、心底抱きすべき最低のクソ虫ですね。
I gave her a strict order to stay away. She is a well-behaved, understanding woman. Actually a dog, in a way. So, you know, dying for a dog, or Yuuji's not dying a dog stuff, he's dying for a dog. They're all fucking dogs.
そうですか。わかりましたよ。あなたを餌にしてあのクソ虫女を釣ろうとしていたわけですが、無駄でしたね。残念です。すみませんね、風見さん。こんなくだらん茶番に付き合わせてしまって、今楽にして差し上げますから。
Ah, that effect. Much obliged for your trouble. Better make sure you do it right, though. If I survive this, it's your turn.
ああ、そうですか。頭吹き飛ばされて生きてる人間がいるならぜひ見てみたいもんですな。はい、じゃあさようなら。
Shit. What the hell? That's it? After all that big talk, this is all I've got. Pretty lame. But Amane got away. This isn't a meaningless death. That's good enough, right? And in that instant, the sound of branches snapping, brushes rustling. Don't tell me. Lifting myself up off my back, I turn to look over my shoulder to find my fears confirmed. Amane rushes forward through the forest, a gleaming kitchen knife somehow clutched at her waist, screaming a fierce war cry.
NANI?!
Charging forward on a collision course with Sakashita, gripping her knife tightly at the hilt with two white-knuckle hands. So Amane is the very picture of a wrathful demon. The sheer bloody determination and hate in her eyes would make any who see them recall the words death before surrender. Sakashita, momentarily overwhelmed by Amane's spirit, flinches slightly before moving to aim the shotgun in his hands. Not missing a chance, Amane lowers her body and closes in the last few meters in an instant. Ramming her shoulder into Sakashi's left flank, she swings the knife sheltered at her side up towards his gun. And twisting her waist forward with a thrust, she stabs the blade home with all her strength. How rusty is it at this point? Amane! It was a beautiful thrust, as forceful and sudden as a flash of lightning. But why? Why did you come back? You utter idiots!
やらせないよ。ユージには私みたいなしっかりした女がついてるんだ。絶対にやらせない。
Amane leans forward, pushing all of her body weight into the knife, twisting it in vicious circles to enlarge the wound.
この動物が調子に乗るな!
In the next instant, she's blown backward by a point-blank blast from Sakashita's shotgun. Tossed in the air like a doll by the impact, a cloud of scorched blood and pulverized flesh scatters from Amane's stomach. Snarling with rage, Sakashita readies his gun for a second shot.
こいつ死ね死ね
AMANE! A burning red haze fills my mind. Somehow I'm pulling myself up out of a pool of my own blood. Somehow I'm staggering towards Sakashita, but slowly, so very slowly. Even in my shock and agony and fury, I understand with painful clarity that I'm moving in slow motion.
うるせえおめえも死んでろバーカ
At the instant, the muzzle of Sakashita's gun aligns with his line of sight. I realize that he's drawn a bead on my head, and instantly twist my body to the side. Ugh! The lower barrel of the shotgun flashes brilliant red. The pellets tear past my head, taking most of my left ear with them. Scorching gas hits me full in the face, scalding my open left eye. Even so, I lunge forward blindly, grappling with Sakashita, my hand seeking his throat.
こいつしつけえんだよ汚ねえ手で触んじゃねえよ
Sakashita swings the shotgun like a club, suddenly catching the side of my head with jarring crunch. My violently concussed brain loses all sense of balance, and I crumble to the ground.
たくどいつもこいつもふざけやがってこのくたばり損ないがてめえなんでまだ生きてんですか撃たれたんならちゃっちゃと落ちれよクソ虫がざくそ弾が待ってろゴラユージやだ死んじゃったのユージこいつまだ生きてやがるさすがは毒虫だなしぶといじゃないか腹吹き飛ばされてまだ動いてるよこの女気持ち悪いそりゃあんた毒虫って言われるよAMANEさんよ
Aroused from my half-conscious daze by the sound of Sakashita's insane laughter. AMANE.
よう風見さんよ生きててくれたかこいつはラッキーだ待ってな今このクソ虫女の目の前でぐっちゃんぐっちゃんのバラッバラに吹き飛ばしてやんよ
Once again, he turns his gun to me, draining the barrels of my head. And this time, I can't move an inch. Into the line, huh? No, not yet. Nothing else. I've got to save AMANE. I can't do that. I'll really die a useless, meaningless death, like the dog I've always been. Up until now, I haven't done a single worthwhile thing in my entire pathetic excuse for a life. At the end, just once, I want to protect someone I love. I want to help with my head held high. I'm not giving up yet. Come on, Sakashita. I'll glare you to death. My scorched left eyes glued shut, but with a fierce effort of will, I forced my right wide open and take in an unbelievable scene.
こいつ噛みつきやがったふざけんな離せクソ虫が犬かてめえクソ血がぐわーいてこのクソバカ女離せっつってんだろうが
話すもんか
気持ち悪いって言ってんだよほら話せって言ってんだろうが
絶対に話すもんかせめて 腕の一本ぐらいは道連れにしてやる。あんたの腕は私が食いちぎって地獄まで持って行ってやる。
ざっけんな。なめんじゃねえぞ、ほら。
もう一人で逃げ出すのは嫌なのよ。一人で生き残ったっていいことなんて何もない。それに和樹と約束したんだよ。ユージだけは絶対に守るって約束したんだ。
いいから死ねえよ。
ユージ、ありがとう。ユージ、残念だけど、本当に残念だけど、もうお別れだね。ありがとう。私の罰に付き合ってくれて本当にありがとう。せっかく和樹にもらったこの命、結局私こんな生き方しかできなかったけど、それでもあんたと出会えて楽しかった。これで私やっといけるよ。だからありがとうユージ。そしてごめんねユージ。
なんだこの女、本当に人間か。化け物め。くそ、痛え。腕の肉をごっそり食いちぎりやがった。ふざけやがって、この人食い女が。くたばれ。
Oh my goodness. Hey.
おい風見さんよ、あんたの女頭いかれてんぞ。
Maintaining a constant stream of curses, Sakashita pulls Amane's broken teeth from his wound one by one, hurling them onto the ground at his feet with a disgusted shudder. Amane, you fought hard, didn't you? To the very last, you never gave up. Just what I'd expect to see from the woman I fell in love with. You've got some real goddamn guts. Well done. I'd give you a hand of applause if I could. No matter what anyone says, you're the best one in the whole damn world. You can run up. You can run on ahead with that arm, Sakashita's. I'll take care of the rest. Not to worry, I'll catch up to you soon. Just sit on your heels and wait.
たく、どいつもこいつも往生際の悪いったらありゃしない。私も人を撃ったのは初めてですけどね。さて、お待たせしましたね。次はあなたですよ、風見さん。
Watching Sakashita's face twist in cruel pleasure through my one functioning eye, listening to his indifferent, strangely flat words with my one intact ear, a strange calm wells up within me. It's not that I've given in to despair. It's just that, for some reason, there's only one thought in my mind, a warm, wistful, silly thought utterly out of place in this cold world. I want to eat her cooking just one more time. And right now, nothing else seems to matter. Pushing 2 shells into a shotgun with an air of finality, Sakashita tries to take a step towards me. Instead, he jerks to a halt and furrows his brow in confusion. I follow Sakashita's gaze towards the ground. Once again, we confront the unbelievable. Amane collapsed limply at Sakashita's feet as firmly locks her right hand around his booted ankle.
こいつ、まだ生きてやがんのか?
Yeah, stubborn little cockroach, eh? The color draining from his face, Sakashita quickly tries to shake his leg free, but Amane's grip doesn't falter in the slightest.
おい、この女、もう死んでるのに、なんでだ、なんで離れない、くそ、手を離せ、このクソ虫女が。
Sakashita gibbers manly, his teeth chattering audibly in his mouth, bringing a shotgun to bear on Amane's body. He fires a shot point blank into her back, but her clutching hand doesn't even twitch. She's dead, she's been dead, but even in death she won't release her grip. I see. I see. One arm. I see how it is, AMANE. One arm was enough for you, eh? Greedy woman. You'll never change. With my sudden burst of laughter, the last thunder thread holding Sakashita to something resembling sanity snaps. Somehow gulping great mouthfuls of air even as she shrieks, Sakashita kicks his leg frantically into the air, staring with goggling eyes at AMANE's white hand, fighting its implacable grip to no avail. Terrifying. Truly terrifying. Is this what human hatred can be? Is this what human hatred can be? A thing that takes on a life of its own, a spirit that grows only fiercer in death. Yada! Hanase! The thing clutching Sakashita's ankle is no longer AMANE. It's death itself, taking AMANE's form. Desperate to shake off that cold hand, Sakashita kicks violently into the air one final time, and loses his balance. Tumbling hard into the rocky ground as if dragged down by AMANE's body, his head strikes a boulder with a wet crack. Ah! With a strange little shriek, Sakashita stops moving. Ignoring him, I begin to crawl my way across the ground. Through the slippery blood that coats the earth, I drag myself to AMANE. Oh... what a pitiful way. No, not even. Pitiful for someone else, maybe, way to die. AMANE? Hey. AMANE. Somehow reaching her at last, I pull myself to my knees and raise her body from the ground. I look down at her face after so many vicious blows, nothing but a swollen mass of shattered bones. Her ruined mouth, full of broken teeth, is smiling contentedly in death. Staring into the face of a woman who fought to the death, and beyond, a cold emptiness floods into my heart. How are you grinning for a woman? There wasn't a single damn thing in your life worth smiling about. If you didn't notice, I was trying to give you something to live for, idiot. You're still just getting started. How many damn times did I tell you? You weren't allowed to die. There wasn't a single good reason for you to die here. You're complete and utter idiots. Even so, AMANE died protecting the life of someone she loved. Maybe that was enough for her. Maybe that was what she wanted all along, but whatever the case. AMANE, you died a worthy death. As a human being. AMANE, well done. I'm glad I fell in love with you. I really mean that. When you told me you wanted to take Kazuki's place, I scolded you. I told you there's only one Kazuki, that no one could ever replace her. The thing is, that's true for you as well. Always has been. No one could ever take your place. To me, you were the one and only, the greatest damn woman in the world. Well then, what do you know, Sakashita-san? It seems I survived. Hey, do you remember what I told you just a little while ago? That's right. I spelled it out for you, didn't I? If I survive this, it's your turn, remember that? Sorry to keep you waiting. Slipped my mind for a moment there. It's your turn now. I gently pull out the shotgun from Sakashita's unconscious hands. I haven't been, so I can't speak from experience, but hell might not be so bad once you get used to it, you know? Well, you head along first and send me back a postcard. I'm sure your daughter's waiting for you on the other side. Ooh. Badass, at the very least. Once again, I failed. Once again, I couldn't protect anyone. If only I could turn back time, it'd all be different. Just one more chance, and I'd pull it off beautifully. Once again, the weight of a woman's death settles on my shoulders. Once again, I'm alone. Holding Amane's battered cold body in my arms, I stare quietly up into the sky. There's nothing above me, nothing but a single curling column of gunpowder smoke rising silently up into the void. Okay, I ended up recording longer than I was expecting to, but oh my, okay, I'm gonna guess that's the bad ending. Yeah, that would be weird if it wasn't. Okay, well, I think I expressed my opinion on the note. I think there was a great amount of symbolism in that fight, if that's the right word for it, between the cockroach dog and how fucking pitiful it's actually. I don't know if there's a word they associate with him. Insane? Batshit? I don't know. I think it did an excellent job of creating tension and following all that, so I guess next time, the other choice. And however long that takes. I'll see y'all next time. Drive safely, everyone.